tree tumbled since we were here last. Take the fence down. Look how overgrown it is. We're walking up in the bug city up in this shit. It's about noon. Yeah, I gotta check my texts. It's about 12:15 noon on my birthday, 31st, 2020, August. And we're here at the wealthy spot. Look at us. Yeah. I am staying at Lisa and John's until my room becomes available. It was a little bit hard to deal with the humiliation of being a bum that can't afford to rent the motel for another couple weeks until my room came available. But and I was dealing with the depression, man. It's like, just fighting it. It's a little bit overgrown. There's people at the school now. I don't know if they're actually having school. I think they are. I think the kids are going to school because, that chick with 5 kids in one room at the motel puts 3 of her kids on the bus every morning, completely geared up with masks. Yeah. If I was to come into some prosperity and wealth, I would buy that woman a house in town because, who knows if she even has a license. At least she could get around with dial-a-ride, And if she had a house, maybe she might come outside more, Maybe interact with her neighbors and shit. I mean, you can understand where she's at. She would be leery about interacting with anybody. She's got kids, and half the people there are closet nut junkies, Like, you got a guy who's a floor manager of a store or a grocery store in town. It's like, he's got a kid and shit, too. It's like he just don't intend to ever get out of the motel, huh? He's just gonna stay there doing meth. Getting drunk and doing meth. He's the user one I was telling you about. What's funny is I watched a tarot reading where the devil card, it looked just like him reaching out. I swear to God, they could have used his face for the model of it because it looked just like him. And it was funny, because there was a lot of trying to pull me into, shit, and trying to figure out just what I had, as far as music gear and shit, trying to case me out. And I remembered the story of the king who, God blessed him, so he brought an enemy king into his castle, and showed him everything. And then God got pissed off at him and sent a prophet to tell him, well, everything you showed him, now you're going to lose. And it happened. He ended up losing it. So that's something to think about. Remember when Mary was imbued with the test tube baby known as the clone of Yah, the son of God? She didn't tell nobody. You see, had she told people, she probably wouldn't have been able to manifest it for God. So some things, when you're doing them for the right side, you got to keep them secret from the wrong side. And it's starting to shape up to be a pretty ass day out here. Yeah. I'm hoping that Godspeed will be on my apartment, and that I will get it fast, and that everything will just go smoothly, I just wanted to find some place to stay temporarily. I didn't want to go into a lease. I was willing to spend $300 a month. Just rent a room from somebody or stay with somebody or something, spot on the couch, something, I don't know. But I guess I'm supposed to get my own apartment, go over there around the decrepit old white people who pick their neighbors apart. And then they'll find out, well, you just can't pick everybody apart because sometimes that energy will reciprocate back on you, wallop your great-great-grandchildren. So yeah, we got some kids over there playing. Things sound normal as fuck, but I bet you if you go over there and look, they got masks on. And they probably ain't no kids within 4 feet of each other, you know. And it's crazy. So, yeah, I've done some stuff. It's probably already been taken down. And it was weird because the video I did of the RFB code, you know, because, well, the guy he's not stupid, okay? So it's like he can add 2008 to 2021, and he knows that that's only 13 years. So to say that the cover is 33 years old, you know, if it came out in 2008, he's trying to tell somebody a code because he keeps saying it, okay? It's either 13 or 18 or some shit, right? So it's like, yeah, I did a video about that, but before that I showed, you know, the adrenochrome shit from you know, end times videos, the files, and then I went into his video. So surely by now it's been taken down because, well, they were fighting against the view counts in real time. I mean, for real, because I referred back to it and it had 20 views on it, right? I saw it had 20 views on it, like real quick, just all of a sudden, bam, 20 people looked at it. And it had like 7 or 8 likes. Well then, and 6 likes on the comment, which is a link to one of the hyperlinks, right? One of the Dirty Candy songs. So, yeah, I see it has 20, because when I'm on my videos page, and I see it has 20 views, so I click it and I look at it, and it has 20 views, 8 likes, and 6 likes on the comment. So then, I don't know, about 10 minutes later, I decided to put it on Twitter. So I went back to it, and then it had 15 views, 4 likes, but there was still 6 likes on the comment. So it's like, they were doing it in real time, man, because it was only probably 5-10 minutes, and I decided I'm going to put it on Twitter, you know, just to double up the hashtag, you know what I'm saying, and put it on a different hashtag page, to try and, you know, just try and educate people while entertaining them. Because, well, I put prophecy behind it, Prophecy 21, which is an old song from 2016, but the lyrics seem like they fit it really good, what's happening now, you know. And they did seem like they fit the video, because the video I sped it up really fast, pardon me, which makes it more riveting. And the song is kind of fast-paced. It's got like a up-tempo beat, so it's like the song and the video match each other, and they kind of do justice to the subject matter, you know, the content, which was what I was trying to do. So needless to say, YouTube sees that, and it's like they go nuts. They go nuts fighting against it, because so they don't want nobody to think it's getting looked at, and other people might look at it, you know. Because, well, there's not a whole lot of people that are smart enough to want to see what they don't want you to see, you see. They'll just willingly accept the censorship. So, right, yeah, we've had a nice little discussion here at the Wealthy Spot. Yeah, I'm adjusted to being alone now, having my own place. So, it's going to be an adjustment to adjust to this. Hopefully I won't have to adjust to it for too long. The kiddies are doing all right without me, so they don't really need me. My plan is when Lisa has to take time off of work because she has her operation, that's perfect time for me to get on my Harley and head out west, or maybe south and then west on the way back. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, but I am fully intending to hit the road, get away from this stagnant little town. This is going to be a rear view town to me, man. Rear view mirror town. Because, you know, there wasn't really anything here. The sand got poured in the wells or something. I don't know. The mentality of the people wasn't right towards me. Something. I could never overcome it and create anything, any reason for me to be here. Everything I do, I can do from somewhere else, you see. So it's like there's no reason for me to stay here. I can kind of see God's point. You can go ahead and set you up where you can go somewhere else where, hey, you might get appreciated. Stuff I want you to do might get done. You know, it's not going to get done here. Doesn't matter how well he equips people. You know, he can give them 2 pole barns full of extra gear. They're still not going to call me. So, you know, there you go. And I think that the universe is tired of wasting my life. I think we're finally done with that. And I'm grateful because I'm stir crazy. I need to go on a road trip. I haven't been out or done anything in a long time. You figure the rides I got to go on and stuff, that was all Lisa. Lisa has been with somebody else for a long time now. So it's like, you know, I haven't found anybody that, you know, will take her place in that respect, drive me around and shit. And get me out, keep me mobile. So, you know, I have the van, so I'm grateful for that, you know, I didn't lose that. That it's like, it's street legal and shit, even though I don't want to drive it. Because I don't like to drive and be a scofflaw. I'm sorry, I'm not a scofflaw. Up to an extent where, you know, it's not harming your person or your family, or your pets. I believe in, you know, complying with the laws of man. You know, there are some things you have to stand against, like, I don't know, wearing masks all the time and letting them inject you with blood-vein computers, but the other stuff, I don't know. Gotta have some kind of order, or it's all chaos, right? Oh yeah, it's all chaos. Oh yeah. Here's a thought. Do you think their AI is waterproof? Right? Alright, now, is Satan, aka the ancient AI, trans-spiritual, technological, weird science experiment of Yahweh that fights against him, his clone / son, and Lucifer, the buffer between his clone and Satan? Has it been downloaded into a physical computer? Right? Because if it has, you gotta wonder, will its technology survive having a millstone tied to it, being drowned in the sea? Right? A millstone starts at 50 pounds. Think about that. He who would hurt one of God's children, one of his marked and chosen ones, it would be better for him to tie a millstone around his neck and be drowned in the sea. Yeah, and they start at 50 pounds, yo. So it's like, you see, that's the problem with their little thingy that they're doing, is they haven't bothered to identify who they can't touch yet. They think that it's just fair game, everybody's fair game. And that's what's going to take them down. That's what's going to cause the reaction, the reciprocity upon them. I guarantee you, time they lay hands on 2 of God's elect children, or God's elect, it's all done. Something will just blow up in their faces. You'll see. There's angels here right now. They're all around us. And they're gathering up. They're at muster. They're here. They're armed and dangerous, yo. More dangerous than these entities, you know, they're in 3D. Okay? Because these entities can do 3D and 5D. So, it's like, you know, that's something to consider, right? But, you know, there's a lot of soldiers that have been tested. Injected. They've got the injection of the blood-vein computer, and they died when they got it. And then, you know, that's why there's so many, over the last few months, so many mysterious soldier deaths. I mean, like, You know, what is it, Fort Hood or some bullshit? That's just one place, man. It's happening all over the place. I mean, just research it. They're finding soldiers on railroad tracks, soldiers that are just coming up missing, and you know, it's like, okay, yeah, and we know like they're the first ones you do stuff to. Now they want to inject them because, well, then they can, then they'll be compliant because, well, they will be the ancient AI. They will be Satan. They will be a host to him. It will be an extension of him, you see, and they will do his bidding, no matter what it requires doing to one of us. Yeah, and I hope they remember that if they snatch people out of homes and there's animals, they better mercy kill them animals if they're not going to take care of them. Do not leave them locked in those houses to starve, okay? Because you will get time looped as them animals if you do that shit. A nice clean shot to the head, that's all you got to do. I mean, because if you're not bringing the people back to take care of their animals, then you're starving animals to death. You're causing unnecessary suffering. You got no right to do that. You either take their animals with them, or you mercy kill them. Alright? I'm just trying to tell you how to avoid some time loops. Some time loops you're going to wish you would avoid it if you don't listen to me, for real. Because, well, if you go ahead laying hands on your own people of your own nation, that's in your non-tamperable, non-deletable spirit memory, and then it goes in their non-tamperable, non-deletable spirit memory too. Then if you starve some animals, that's in their non-tamperable, non-deletable spirit memory, and it all connects when you die, baby. You better believe it. That's something that all these freaks don't understand, or they'd be using their resources and their time and their energy and their power to make things better instead of worse. They'd be, you know, quite a bit less greedy and quite a bit less power hungry and power drunk. And they sure would have never tortured any children to get some substance to get them high. You know, they never would have did that. This little dog loves to hang out with me during these gratitude sessions when I'm hanging out, communing with the Lord and gratitude, making my prayers and supplications known unto him with thanksgiving, right? Yeah, it's kind of like stomping a blood hole in the opposition and their actions and refusing to acknowledge it. It's not really lying to the universe. You're overpowering it. You're bending it. One of the first things I always am grateful for is like, you know, hey, Lord, I'm grateful that you're helping your animals. You're protecting them and providing for them and sheltering them and comforting them in every moment of time, in every place, in every realm. You see? And then I can go into the things I'm grateful for myself, like my Harley, my new woman, her love for me, her dedication to me, her, you know, ability to drive. It'd be cool if she could play music too, was, you know, a music artist like me, and we could, like, I don't know, maybe lead together for a couple songs or something. I'll release an EP, something, you know, just to experiment and see if anybody actually liked what we could do together, you know, because you never know. Our communion and putting our life together may also be like we're supposed to put our music together. I don't know. I'm open to things. See, those little kids over there, they have him interested, and I don't want to get up and go. I want to just wait till the recess is over. I don't want them to even see us. So yeah, he's just sitting here, grateful, man, you know, on so many levels. And I don't know, it's like 1 o'clock, we're still here. That's what I was gonna say when I clicked it on a couple seconds ago. Is I've been on hiatus for musically, you know, production wise, for a month. I did that video, you know, because, well, there was an opportunity, either through our Richie's miscalculation, or if he is talking in code, you know, it creates an opportunity to create interest in the subject matter. Maybe more people will, you know. And I know the song has, the audio has a lot of foul language, but it's like, man, the spirit of it fits it. and the lyrics fit what's happening, you know. It's like the noise you hear behind us, that's what children are supposed to sound like. If you can get off, if you can even tolerate hearing a child scream, it's like, oh my God, you know. And then it's like, you know, there's entities that like to let animals fight, you know. Big dogs attack little dogs, and, you know, watch animals fight and kill each other and hurt each other. It's like, yeah, well, if you like that, you get to get time looped as the animal they got victimized. You see, that's why you should never let your animal run loose, because it might hurt another animal, and then you got to get time looped as it, because you're responsible for your animal, you know, containing it. So at the motel, I took a whole month off, but when I was up in the other room at 24, I in the back building, I did a crappy rap song. It's probably gonna be my last crappy rap song, you know, that where I compromise my standards, and it's still, it just needs to be mastered out and released. A thumbnail created for it, all the dumb shit, you know. And you know, then I guess I should get my synthesizer back out and start working on some more shit. I don't know what to do at this point, because, well, I'm kind of just waiting for direction. I might be all done with all that. I may have created enough work that once people discover it, it's more than enough music to keep people busy listening to. I mean, you know, for a long time. It'll take people a long time to catch up to me. To sift through, you know, more than 100 songs online to find the, you know, ones that they like. And I guarantee you that if you went through all of the songs, if you could find all of them, which you probably can't because they're scattered out under different pseudonyms, you'd find probably about 15 or 16 of them that you really like and you would listen to. You'd put them in your playlist and listen to them, you know. They're probably about 15 or 16, because I don't know, I average about 10 crappy songs and then a good song, but sometimes I'll do like 3 or 4 good songs in a row after doing 10 crappy songs. I mean, you know, that's in my opinion. But I'm also, when I do rap, I'm creating for the genre, so I have to do what I would consider to be crappy sometimes. I would not, you know what I'm saying? It's like I wouldn't listen to somebody that sounds like that, you know? So the more sophisticated stuff, the more in-your-face stuff, that's the stuff that I liked and I put more effort into. And then the other stuff was like, I don't know, the product you create around it. I don't know. It just, sometimes you think you're going to paint something, and the time you're done with it, it's ugly. So it's like, oh, you know. And then sometimes, you know, that's what happens with music, like with a rap song especially. You know, you can just create something it's just, I don't know, it's not what you wanted to create once you're done with it. Or, you know, it was a feeling at the time, and then you did the song and you got it out of your system, and now you don't even want to fucking release the song. That's kind of where I'm at with this last one. It might be a song I never release, because, well, I got to put myself through listening to it repeatedly to master it out. And I'm kind of wanting to move on to, I don't know, something different. I'd like to, play music, you know, real music with real musicians on a musical instrument, you know, that I'm good at, like, I don't know, guitar or bass or something, you know? Where it's like, it's not a studio thing, you know what I'm saying? You could actually go out and play this shit live together, you see? I'd like to get back on that mode, back on that bike, you know? I'll settle for the Harley, though, getting on the road. For real. Every time I hear a good Harley riding by, it's like, yeah, soon that's gonna be me, baby. Just riding away. I think a kid seen my dog. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not. He's got an ant on him. Look at the size of that fucking ant. hopefully they didn't see the dog. Because he attracts children. And, you know, I had no clue they'd be coming out of the school. You know, it's like, damn. I kind of picked a bad time to come up here, I guess. So I've been waiting for them to go in. And what happened was one class went in and the other one came out the other door. So it's like fucking as soon as kids filed off the fucking playground, a whole nother group filed onto it. So it's like, damn, you know? There's a group, there's even more of them there. And they sound wild and you hear them screaming and shit. So I don't know. My jacket's green. I'm sitting down in the grass. I'm behind a bush or two. Aslan's red though. So, you know, they might see him. I don't know. But look at that. Look at the sun hitting the bottom of that river. Y'all see that? Water's nice and clear over it today, huh? Oh, thank God. I'm so grateful the grass grew up high. Yeah. Because we might not even be getting seen. That'd be beautiful. Yeah. Just be able to get out of here like we came in here, unobtrusively. Aslan sees the robots. He's not afraid of them, though. He's curious about them. A little while ago, I mean, for real, we were way back there on the trail. We came back on this trail. We had to sit there by the wealthy spot for a long time, wait for the kids, you know, between recesses. And then he came this way. Anyway, we heard some shit in the... See, he's going back this way. He doesn't do that. He just keeps walking down the trail till I turn him around. There's something down there. And we heard a little while ago when we were up there on the trail. I literally stopped and turned around, told him, come on, man. Because I heard something like jump in the water from the other side. And come like plowing through the water like it was walking over to this side. And I stood there watching the water splash, but there was no entity. You could see nobody. You could see nothing. Okay. Now here in this situation, I might not smell them. Because there's so many other smells and it's windy. You know, there's wind, breeze. I don't know, I kind of can smell machinery. Yeah, that is so weird. Aslan turned around. Aslan doesn't turn around. Okay, but look at what's coming down the river. You'll be seeing them in a second, right over there. Hang on, buddy. Wait for me. Going real slow. There you go. Kayakers. Down the river. A whole bunch of them. Heading up the river. We must have stirred up some sleeping mosquitoes under some leaves. We walked up a steep incline to come up from down by the water a little while ago. It's about 1:50 p.m. It was about 10 minutes ago. Mosquito went flying past my head, but it didn't pass me, I guess. And then I felt wetness on the side of my head. And I reached up to touch the wetness, and it was my blood. Right underneath my right in front of my ear, under where my glasses bar goes across, my sunglasses. And it sucked a lot of blood out, man. Like for it to be dripping blood all like that, right? And I reached up and I must have squashed it when I put my finger in the pool of blood on the side of my head. Yeah. So anyway, that's my first mosquito bite of the year. I haven't been bit by a mosquito all year long. And that one let my blood. I mean, for real, I don't think we're going down there, yo. And I'm feeling like a weird sensation in my head, like almost like something's trying to give me a headache. Now it could just be where he bit me, you know. Maybe there's like a nerve right in there. Come on, we ain't going down there, man. Looks like mosquito heaven. Yeah, that wouldn't be something to worry about if we didn't have bugs disguised as humans on the planet like Bill Gates. You know, right before a hurricane, loose some genetically modified mosquitoes and loose a video on his YouTube channel. Come on, man. Of him, you know, the bug man, because, well, he is a bug. He's made up of tiny little bugs. And he has hive mind bug mentality. Kill all humans, you know. This is still here. It's peeled like somebody peeled it off because it was stuck on there good. And maybe somebody came back here and stuck it back up there. I don't know. He just wants to take a break now. We're back at the gazebo across from the hospital. On our way back to Lisa and John's house. I got like what feels like a headache trying to come on and a hot sensation coming from that mosquito bite. It's weird. Never had a mosquito bite do that. Usually they just itch. Well, yeah, I'm thinking that the reason that they've been hitting me with the technology, you know, like when I'm sleeping and shit, I wake up, they've been baking me. It's because, well, I have naturally what they have to, you know, drink baby blood, tortured baby blood to have, you know, just like the eternal you. So they're trying to destroy that. I believe that because sometimes I wake up like totally microwaved. Parts of my body have been cooked, yo, and I can tell.